everybody, welcome back. Thank you for joining the channel. Today I'm joined with Juri Ambrosioni. He is the owner of the Wellness Cafe and CrossFit at Bergamo.
Yeah, Wellness Cafe and Wellness Boutique. We have the two facilities we have here.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you to choose me.
Okay. We're going to be talking a lot about the subject of wellness.
Yep.
Because when you move to Italy, you're going to be faced with a lot of difficulties, like you won't be able to find an apartment, and then when you find the apartment, you're going to need something else, then you've got to call Vodafone, and then when you call Vodafone, they don't really want to help you, and then you have to wait for the person to show up, and then that person's not going to come because you're going to be at work, and it gets very, very stressful very, very quickly.
I know really well because I used to train a lot of, soccer player and wife of a soccer player, so they live the same things you are telling about, the house, the phone, everything, the gym.
It's a lot of things at once, and so the first year is this big, overwhelming thing.
I can guess.
So I wanted to ask you, as being in the wellness industry, can you give some suggestions to our viewers of things that they could do that is the best activity for relieving stress in that moment of transition?
Okay, if you live in Bergamo and you want to move and you want to do some fitness and you want to release your stress and just relax yourself, we have a lot of places here around the city, like Upper Town or around Upper Town, where we have the hills, where you can go walking or you can go running, or maybe you can rent a bike. We have a lot of rent a bike and go, on the hill. There are really easy path or medium path or difficult one, and seagull track for mountain bike. I think if you want to relax yourself, especially when you are in a new place, I knew it because I used to live in USA, and when I go there, the feeling was the same.
Yeah.
So I was really, really happy to stay in the nature, so to stay in places that are quiet. And we have a lot of places near in Bergamo that are really peaceful, like Hill of Upper Town, like the lake, the mountain.
Yes. And there is also a good app that you're talking about that now that I remembered. It's like All Trails or something. I'm going to find that and put that in the link. And they have a lot of, it's a user-based type of suggestions of where you can go and walk.
Exactly. Because it's easy. You need just the shoes.
Yes.
You can go walking, and now with an iPhone or a GPS, you can come back at home easily. you don't get lost. And
because in Italy, everything's like around.
Yeah.
So you can't really just go straight.
Every street's bringing Rome, we say that. So you can come back easily after walking the hill or a bike trail, or we have even a nice cycle path that go from Bergamo to the valley.
Yeah, and also to Clusone, right?
Yeah, it's really good and it's really beautiful, and you relax yourself, you're near the river. I suggest that.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, so going on to some other questions here. This is a more bureaucratic question.
Yeah.
Let's say you're trying to sign up for a gym. Do you need a tessera sanitaria?
Okay, no.
Because I've heard some people say that they're required to have a tessera sanitaria.
Not really. If you go in a gym and you go by or as an amateur, so not as an athlete, you need we say visita medica. I tell in Italian so you understand why. And the visita medica, that is things that you need in two ways. If you do sports in a gym, like we say Globo gym, like a normal gym, you need just to make the gym sure that you are healthy.
Okay, so this is called the tessera sanitaria non agonisto.
No, it's a visita medica, not tessera sanitaria is another thing.
Visita medica non agonista.
Exactly.
Non agonista, yeah.
If you do sports like tennis or paddle, that is really common now, or you do like race of triathlon, or you need a visita medica agonistica.
Okay, that's the difference.
There are two different things. Yeah.
Right. So let's say you come to Italy and you're a pro biker, and you want to sign up for a race. You're going to need the agonista.
Yeah. Sure.
And if you're a normal person going to the gym, it's non agonista.
Exactly. This is the two street you can take, but it depends even on the gym. Like some gyms make you sign how do you say in English?
A waiver.
A waiver.
Yeah.
But legally, you need a visita medica and a visita medica agonistica. This is all you need to go in a gym. You don't need tessera sanitaria. I have a lot of foreign people, not only English. I have American, I have Spain people, I have North European people. They just need the visita medica, and then you can train.
Okay, this is good to know. like if you're just moving and you want to kind of try out a gym or you want to try out a class, is there such thing as an open day for like adults to come and just try something? Or what is that called in Italian?
In English or normally?
Normally, let's start with normally.
Okay, some gyms do the open day. I mean, when you talk about open day, is an American thing. We don't have in
Well,
Italy.
I see it all in the schools here. It says like open day.
Yeah, they do.
So, and sometimes it's like open day.
We have a free trail or, the one lesson free.
Okay.
If you come in my gym, for example, I make you one PT, one lesson of personal training to try it.
Okay.
And then we talk about it, and then we decide if we keep going on or no. I don't do the open gym because my gym is private, so I like to train one-to-one. But in some gyms, there is open day, or you can do the one-day walk-in. So you pay the day, you go inside, you try the gym, and you decide it.
Okay.
It depends what you look. If you look for a global gym or a CrossFit gym or martial art gym, there are a lot of gyms in Bergamo.
Yeah.
The only things that I have to say to you is not really common that they let you go inside and try the things.
I was gonna say, because when I signed up for my gym, it took me there was no trial.
Yeah.
It was either like 100% or sorry.
It's a non-commercial way to manage these things. I hate these things. If you come here and you say to me, I want to try, for sure you have to try.
Okay.
And then we talk about it, but I do personal training, so it's a different thing. So you
It's
need
a
to try
different field.
me. We need to know if we go each other, or we are in empathy or no. So it's a different thing.
So I guess you could say that for somebody coming in, you can maybe find a place that will let you go for one day, but it's also very common that they won't, and they're just going to say, you got to go 100%.
We are Italian. We want you to pay.
It's a 6-month membership or it's a 1-month membership. That's it. There's no
You want to
tryout.
try? Do it 1 year.
For 1 year, that's your trial.
Yeah, 1 year fee.
When
you decide.
I have to say though, it is great for commitment because if you're like, okay, I'm going to pay this for 6 months. You're going to show up for 6 months because you paid it.
If you are, let's be serious. If you are new in a city, I think you have to see all of the gym and then decide it. And it's a little bit, a small mentality not to make you try.
Yeah.
Because if you try and you feel good in my gym, you will talk about my gym with your friends.
Yeah.
But this is part of the Bergamo mentality. It's a little bit close. We are changing. Give us time, okay? Give us time.
Okay.
Believe us.
So now coming to our last discussion of the day, which is, I would like to know your opinion. So in English, or I'd say in America, being American, I'd be like, if I wasn't getting along with somebody, I'd be like, okay, I'm sorry, but I think that this isn't going very well.
Okay.
But I'd like to see, how would you say that for an Italian? What would be the correct way to tell an Italian, hey, this isn't working out. I'm going to go somewhere else.
Okay. I tell you what is my point of view, then I tell you what is normal.
Okay.
I feel it when I do personal training. I feel it when with one person we don't match,
Right.
Okay, if we don't match, I have two solutions as a business owner. I can make you try a personal with another of my guys, so with one of my free personal trainer, except me, or we can talk about it. I can say to you, okay, what we can do, you pay for 10 lessons, we have the third one, and we don't match. We can give you back the money, or I can transform your money in open gym. This is my way of thinking.
Okay.
But
that's not very common. You don't get money back in Italy.
I live in USA, so I a USA mentality.
So if you want to come talk to Juri first, because in Italy you don't get money back.
You will not have money back in Italy.
No, nowhere. No stores.
Only here because I'm a different way. But I don't say that because I don't like Italian, but I say that because I used to live in Charlotte, in San Francisco, New York, and I used to work in the gym, and I think the gym is really, really an empathic thing. So if you don't feel it in a good way in a gym, why do you have to pay to stay there?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, but it is.
Or like if you leave, if you're like there and the personal trainer is making you cry because they're saying, you're fat. Why should you go back to that?
If a personal trainer say you're fat, he's a motherfucker. You can say to a girl or a man you are fat.
Well, also completely defeats the point of personal training.
My work as a personal trainer is to understand you and make you feel as better as I can in my gym.
Exactly, but you need to feel like good of yourself. And if somebody's like judging you as your personal trainer, being like, oh, you know, you're not really doing that great.
They don't study pedagogy or...
Well, how do you get out of that? Because a lot of foreigners get stuck in these situations where they've paid for something.
What I
and
suggest to
like,
you is to be direct, clear, and even a little bit rude sometimes. I mean,
Yes.
I don't like your way. I don't like how you treat me. I don't like how you talk to me. I don't like how you trade me. So what we do? You give me back the money. We do it another way. You give me another personal trainer. Italian are
very direct.
Yeah,
on
they
these
need
things.
they need a person in front that they say you. I don't like you. What we do? This is what I think. But if you
But
are a
also
good...
you have to do that in Italian.
Okay. In Italian, there is a lot of way. It depends who is the other part. Is the Bergamo guys? Is the North people, South people, Middle Italy? Because it's different way of thinking.
Yeah.
South people used to be offended if you say something like "I don't like you." They're like, "Oh my God." They're gonna feel it inside.
I feel like in the South, it's known for being more like emotional, more open. So I can understand that feeling would be probably a bit more impactful for them.
To a Bergamo guy, if you say to me, "I don't like you," say,
It's like,
"Okay, what's up?"
It's okay.
It's okay. Let's go. So, in Italian, what you can say is, "Non mi piace quello che sto provando, quello che sto sentendo.
So like, I don't like how this is going.
Preferirei cambiare."
I want to change.
Yeah. Qual è la soluzione?
Okay, what's the solution?
Then, guys, it depends a lot of what you have in front of you, or who you have in front of you.
So I'd have to say, coming from America, that would be something to be very out of your comfort zone, because normally there's always like, you know, try this or try this, and there's always seems to be another way out, where in Italy it's very committal. So if you do get stuck in these situations, you really have to break that comfort
you have
zone
to be clear.
and be like, I don't like this isn't going well, what are the solutions? And then hopefully you'll get some resolution.
Choose someone that speaks English.
Okay.
Because I'm sorry to say that, but to teach in Italian to a person that only speaks English, it doesn't make sense. Because if I have to correct you in a good way, I need to speak in English.
Yeah, and then it can. I think for personal training, it could get too overwhelming if it's in a language you don't understand.
Yeah.
I think that it would add a lot to it. So like if you're doing personal training, you're already pushing yourself. And then if you added a second language on top of it, it would probably lead you to feel more self-conscious than you need to be.
Yeah.
But there is a lot to be said about doing something you like in a second language to help with the language skills.
For sure, but for the first step, like 3-4 months, try
Look
to do
for somebody
it,
who speaks
because
English.
it's so important that I correct you in a good way.
Right.
If I say to you, spread your knee out, okay, and I say allarga le ginocchia, you know, it's a different way. I don't know if you understand it, maybe yes, maybe no, but this make a difference in a squat that make you feel pain or no.
Yeah, so it's very important when you're dealing with these things.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time today.
welcome.
I hope this has given you guys some information of what to expect on personal level of moving to Italy. And please like and subscribe. If there's anything you want to add to the comments or anything we missed, please feel free to add. Thank you.
Thank you.